Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Move. Go. Go. Yo.
Down. 15, run. 15 yards.
And that's complete to Cooks. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing on second down. McCarron. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big play. What else you have to look out for? No pressure coming at you, but that seems to be working pretty well.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
All right, go upstairs then.
Team on now as this one's sent away.
Get down, move.
And taken right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The first carry now for Cook. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't know how he got
That's
through
going to
there,
go as a
bro.
loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He's been got ass.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Put it in the
Push him back.
On third down, Winston.
Oh, hey, let me
He's
go.
got his man, Boyd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. And a nice start there into the aerial tank to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
There we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Meadows. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook.
Oh, I gotta get back on Madden.
5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
You gotta play smart. That's all it is.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And now Winston wants to talk this one over as they'll take a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Lutz is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Start doing what we do, baby. Start doing what we do.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest advantage you have, that they touch it on this possession and try to get things moving.
Get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Second down, it's Henderson.
Look at that hole, baby.
Get this one across the 35.
Oh, my God.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Try this. This look good. This look good. Let's try this. See what this do.
Line of of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and
Good
10.
play. Let's keep this one.
A.J. McCarron looking
On the ball.
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That screen look alright.
Picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Come
Now some movement
on.
before
Sit
the
your
snap.
fat
And we'll hear
down.
from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Somebody coming. He's coming.
And they'll go play action with McCarron. And pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 3rd and long, it's McCarron. He gets it to Cooks. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
You got out smart.
Well, the good thing
You're
about
the better
covering
team.
any
You got out
game I
smart.
do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, let's face it. Any team we cover always talks about a fast start,
That's true.
but it's not necessarily
You're gonna get
happen just
You're gonna get
because
right.
they say so. And whether it's the
You're gonna
script,
get
whether
right.
it's, just what they're going through, maybe we're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Working out of the gun, Winston.
Oh my fucking God, bro. You got a break on that, son.
Inside the 35.
You got a break on that.
9 yards that time.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so
I
either.
think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Winston. He's going to go for a big play.
Come on.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
Good job, boy.
To the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Good job, boy.
They set themselves behind
Let's
the
go.
chains.
Let's play ball now. Let's play football. Let's play football.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher?
Let's play football. Defense getting stopped. Let's play football now.
Right, you're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case,
Let's go. Let's play football. Let's play football.
and it didn't work out.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down in LA.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific off-season. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run on first down with Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead.
What a ball!
Right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
All right, Stan, buckle down,
field in front of him.
You can
They
get
take
stopped.
over here, first
That's
and
not the
10.
problem. You can get stopped. You can definitely get stopped.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. Meadows. They'll find some open field here. And down he goes to
The fucking ball on us. Are we singing? Are we singing right now?
as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Trying to run the
That
ball
was
on us?
excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead because after that, how about a little play action? Maybe a little
Come on, baby.
and get the quarterback out on
Come on, baby.
and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go, fellas, man. We gotta get there. Gotta hound him.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
It's a quick throw. It's a quick throw. It's a quick throw. All right, go. Watch it.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Be patient, Stan. Be patient. Get a stop right here. You got a monster on the field, bro. Or hold him to a field goal. Worst case scenario.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try the left side. Meadows. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. The Saints able to It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
I'm trying to figure out what zone is that. Is he in the slot? Pay attention to him. Okay. Let me see something. Let me see something. That's when I see something. This is a dummy play. That's when I see something. That's when I see something.
Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Come on, you gotta get between there, baby.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now it's McCarron on play action. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good steam going.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Buckle down, Stan. Buckle down.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Look at me. Sit there.
Henderson now on 1st and 10.
Oh my God!
Hold on here. We do have a flag.
Nah, that's not an aggressive
So let's see
blocking.
what this is about.
Oh my. Yeah, that's just him. That ain't aggressive blocking. He's just blocking. Come on. Oh my God, good play call still.
They fake the give. Now McCarron. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They run the toss with Henderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout. Their second. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Yeah, but I'm looking like how the dude in the inside is going deep, but the dude on the outside saying short. So I'm looking like, oh, he's taking the route.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to
solve
all their problems either.
I gotta come to hit today.
Past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to figure out, like, because I see the corner staying down, and then I see the you know, that safety in the slot going deep. So I'm like, hold on, if I make this route, it's to the outside. That safety got to run with him.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
That's a quarterback.
And he's taken down, but
gotta be. Sarcastic. Yo, I'm tripping. I thought it was a quarterback. I'm about to say
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Something to watch here going into the season, tackle. Because you're
not doing what we're supposed to be doing out here, fellas.
A lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
We balling. Let's go. We balling, D. Offense got to get right, but we balling.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The 2nd down throw for Winston. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So the defense
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a good play.
Go away. Go away. We in bounds. Yep, we in bounds.
Inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Go away. Go away. Go away. Stay home, baby. Stay home.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCaffrey.
Oh, I missed him. I missed him.
Flush down right.
Come on, come back to me. Come back to me. That's a pick.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Oh, I missed him. 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 I missed him.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That's me.
Ready? Black 22. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Wait.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He completes it to Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Winston.
I seen it.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak it into formation.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3.
We good. Second half, we good.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
We ain't got no time to do nothing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we see
now he was died out on the 10 yard line.
Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports.
He get the ball. We need 3 stops. 3 stops. We in the ball.
We'll see if
3 stops.
fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
We're using the Titans playbook because that's I told you
the Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 12, Winston.
Good way.
Nowhere
Good
to
way.
escape, and he goes down.
Good job, Young.
Kenny Young
And I can't see
coming in
you all
hard there
there.
on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he came through clean, too.
Ready? White 25. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Green, green, green.
I see it. I see it.
Let's go, King. Big series right here. We got to step. Let's go.
3rd and long
I
for
missed.
Winston.
Oh.
For the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their
That was
shot,
6.
but it's gonna
I
bring
swear
up
to God,
4th
that was
down.
6.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
We got to get something going, fella. That's one stop, fella. That's one. That's one. We got
As the punt team now is
we
this
got to
one
cash
set
in now.
away.
Oh, you know,
So possession goes over here on the punt.
They
And
got
the
my
Rams will run
formation,
offense
though?
here with a 1st and 10.
okay. This might work. This might work, but I got the one receiver on the outside. So we got to get something going. We got to get
Set
something
to
going.
begin their next drive.
Let's
The
not be
Rams
stubborn.
offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
Nowhere to escape.
Oh,
He
man.
goes down.
Block, bro.
Sheldon Rankins able to get in there for his
He not even
second
lineman
sack
they
of the
want this about for the
afternoon.
week.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated
But
time
he
and
definitely
time
not
again to the tune
he
of
wasn't even
7
on the
sacks in this game thus
on the
far.
menu mention, bro.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down.
He wasn't even
Following the sack,
mentioned
it's
this week.
2nd and 18.
Do some blocks, man. Block him, man. Matter of fact, you know what? You know what? We gonna double that. We gonna double
On
that.
play
That we
action,
gonna double.
it's McCarron.
Get it up there, boy. Get it up there. Run under it. Run. Let's go.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there.
Good job,
for
y'all. We gotta
Ryan.
double him every time. We gotta double him. We want to be successful. We gotta double him every play. If he don't want to beat it, we ain't worried about the outside. Good looking.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now run with Henderson.
I knew he was coming.
And this play
I knew
gets
he
blown
was.
up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, McCarron.
Oh my God! Yo, this is fake.
We have not seen a lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
Oh
That's another
man,
nice job there to
dude,
force an
we know that was
incompletion.
6, dude.
They've been very
That was 6. Ain't no way they got there.
all game long.
3 of them got there. Like, ain't no
Just
way.
about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Outside shoulder, we gotta put it there.
McCarron.
Oh
And
man,
he's
I
going
can't get no time. Man, we going, man.
24. I guess they
We
figure
going,
they gotta
man. I
start
can't
taking
get
some
no
chances. Here's a
time,
big
bro.
one in this 3rd
No
quarter.
time.
As he'll go
We
for
got
it on
him.
4th down. McCarron to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and
I had
they
to
can
get
fake
that
you
one
out.
again. I've
In
seen
this
the one
case,
while
as you
I
described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Henderson.
Yeah, you gotta get there. Yeah, on the ball, on the ball.
A loss of a full
On the ball,
30
on the ball, on the
yards,
ball.
and now it's 2nd down.
On the ball, on the ball.
Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Henderson hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is indeed good. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to. And forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Yes, baby. All right, wait. Y'all gotta wait. Get from over here. All right, y'all gotta wait.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jameis to throw it. Looking deep downfield.
Oh my God!
He's got him in.
This fucking game is broke, bro. This game is broke.
10.
Game is broke. Safety, like, ain't no way. When do they start letting you click? When do you start clicking on the corner instead of the safeties coming across? Like when did that start happening? Somebody call the house. Hello?
Lutz with the extra point.
Hello?
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Who's this? Oh, what happened? Huh? I can't. Now you said, yo. Get them.
After
Get
the
them for me.
touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
You said what?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah. What is that?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here we go on 4th down to McCarron. Going up top for Cup. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. bring him down at the 13-yard line. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Yeah.
Ready. White 25.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Winston on 3rd and 2. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3.
Yo,
It'll be 2nd and goal. Now Cook running right. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone.
So they ain't had nobody?
20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Going up top for Cup. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Rams on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll go play action with McCarron. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, this is Jackson. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From the 25 on 2nd down. McCarron nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They're going for it. It's McCarron. He'll air this one toward Coleman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Yo, I took it the fuck off.
Pressure's been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he's going to let it go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return will stop right around the 25. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now McCarron. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Rams on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Yeah. Check. 59. Hey.
McCarron and company going for it on 4th. He finds Coleman. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you look.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
You said what?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Go! 15-1. 15-1.
After the INT, it's McCarron. That's complete to Cooks. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
McCarron now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 for the 22. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. McCarron from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Let's go. Max 50, Max 50, Max 50. Let's go.
A first down throw for Winston. Got an open man, it's Radley. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Yeah.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
On third down, Winston. Throwing left side, it's complete. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Meadows. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of the sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
And now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sheldon Rankins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long.
Hey, lock it. Check 52. Yo, go.
From the gun, it's McCarron. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Team 6. 47 to Mike. 5.
Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. Escaping the pressure, under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. And the Patriots, they've extended their lead in that one. A win would be their first of the young season.
Yeah,
the defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee.
Good game, Duke. What are you saying now?
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from...
This magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now. lights, camera action. Living in a
You said
dream,
night?
my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account.